Good morning, students. Hope you all are well. Dear students, now we are doing the revision of chapter 3rd, book exercise part. So let's start, dear student. G. Answer the following questions in detail. Question number first. Describe the steps involved in production of wool. Dear students, the animal which have a thick coat of hair or fleeces which keep them warm, wool is obtained from this fleece by the following process. That first process is, dear students, shearing. It is a removal of the fleeces of sheep with a cutter. Second, dear student, is scouring. The next step is to clean the sheared hair. This is done in a big tank to remove the fleeces, remove the grease, dust and dirt. Next, dear students, third one is shorting. The fleeces is short according to its texture. The wool fibers that remains and scoured once more and dried. Now, next, dear students, gardening. Guarding. Dear students, the wool fibers are grouped and based on the length, fineness, color and texture or the other characteristics. So, dear students, these are the steps. Now, dear students, once the dye process is complete, dear students, the fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into a yarn by this process of carding. Yarn are knitted or wound by the hands or in a machines to make a fabric. This fabric is used to make woolen cloths. So, dear students, now come to the second question. Describe the life cycle of silk moth with the help of label diagram. Dear students, the female silk moth lay eggs. The larva, also known as caterpillar or the silkworm, hatches out from the eggs and grows in the size. As soon as the caterpillar gets ready to develop into a pupa, it first weaves a net to hold itself and swimming its head from side to side in the form of a figure, dear students, figure of 8. So, dear students, I will show you the figure. Dear students, just see the figure. Dear students, you have to also make the diagram of this in the question, and the answer of this question you have to also make this diagram. Dear students, during this movement the caterpillar is scattered fibers made up of proteins that hardens on exposed to air and becomes silk fiber. The caterpillar, dear students, soon covered itself completely by a covering of a silk fibers known as cocoon. The further development of the moth continue inside the cocoons. The silk fibers are used for weaving the silk cloth. So, dear student, in this way you have to write the answer. Now come to the third, dear students. What is sericulture? Describe how the silkworm are reared as a part of the process of sericulture. So, dear students, the sericulture is a process of cultivating silkworm and extracting silk from them. In the sericulture, the silk rear processes begins with the laying of eggs by the female silk moth. Typically 300 to 500 eggs are obtained from one female silk moth. These eggs, laid on a paper or a cardboard sheet, are then disinfected with the help of a 2% of formalin solution. A feeding bed is prepared on a rearing tray by a simple sprinkling, dear students, by a simple sprinkling chopped marbly leaves on it. The hatches larvae are transferred into this tray via a process that known as brushing. In order to maintain humidity, foam strips are soaked in a water placed on the tray. The silkworm leaves initially have a good appetite. As they grow, their appetite slowly diminishes until their active stage. At this stage, the silkworm eats enthusiastically until it's finally feeding the stage. After the reaching maturity, the larva begin searching of hospitable place to begin their pupation. So, dear students, at this stage the body of the silkworm shrink and become translucent. These mature larvae now wrap themselves in a cocoon by secreting larvae from two salivary glands on their heads. This saliva solidifies and becomes silk when it becomes in a contact with the air. So in this way, dear students, you have to write the answer. Now come to the 4, dear students. How is the silk obtained from the cocoons of a silk? Dear student, the silk farmers heat the cocoons to kill pupa, leaving some metamorphosis into a moth to breed the next generation of caterpillar. Harvested cocoons are then soaked into the boiling water to soften the saracen, holding the silk fiber together in a cocoon shape. The fibers are then unwound to produce a continuous thread. Since a silk thread is too fine and fragile for commercial use, anywhere from 3 to 10 strands are spun together to form a single thread of a silk. Now come to the 5th question, dear students. What is an occupational hazard? Question mark. Explain the various occupational hazard faced by the workers in wool processing and sericulture industries. Dear students, an occupational hazard is any risk of injury, disease or the other health problem that a worker in an industries may face. There are many hazards of working in a wool industries. The workers are exposed to bacteria anthrax that causes shorter disease. The workers are also exposed to harmful fumes. High temperature can cause dizziness and loss of water from the body. There are, dear students, there are many hazards related to the silk industry, such as machinery, silkworm, heat, exhaustion, cramps, rashes, dehydration caused due to a high temperature. So workers working near the machinery have a chances of injury. Dear students, chimas, urticaria are the some of the skin disease. Now come to the S section, dear student. Out of the box, both silk and wool are poor conductor of heat. They both help to keep us warm in the winters. However, winter clothing is usually made up of wool. Why? Hint, dear students, recall the property of wool. Dear student, the woolen cloth keeps us warm for 2 reasons. The wool is a bad conductor of heat. Second, dear students, the air present in their pores are also a bad conductor of heat and does not allow the internal heat to go out, where silk does not exhibit such property. Next, dear students, picture talk. Identify the woolen yield animals in the pictures and write down where they are found. Dear students, first is yak. Dear students, they are found Ladakh in India, Mongolia, Tibet, Nepal and China. Dear students, second is Angora rabbit. Dear students, belong to Ankara and region in Turkey. Second, dear student, name the process shown in the following pictures. So dear student, that is reeling silk, and next picture, dear students, carding. So hope you understood, dear students, the revision of these book exercise. Thank you, student. Stay home, be safe.